Okay, for once I have decided to not wear the Birdie Jill costume and talk about Resident Evil Revelations. And, well, there's actually several theories about the characters and what's going on with the Chris clone. Now, you've got Chris is, I don't know, it's sort of weird because there's two Chris's in the room in the trailer, which of course leads to total confusion as to why there are two Chris's at one time. So I've heard that it's a Chris clone, which would be a bad idea for all the Resident Evil fans, you know, who actually sat through Extinction and part of Afterlife and were going, this is so stupid! Why the fuck are they making Alice clones everywhere? I mean, it would be better to have Chris, because, you know, Chris is a canon character that is not an Uber Mary Sue, but, no. The clones thing, no. Just, no. But I've also heard that it's really Hunk. I've heard that it's Krauser. My brother hypothesized that it's Wesker, and he placed it after Resident Evil 5. He has also said that it's just some random guy. You get the idea, it's just different speculation. I've heard maybe it's like a BOW in Gaiden, you know, the BOW that shapeshifts. But that's also like Biohazard, the 4D whatever thing. Never saw that, but I've heard that it has a shape-shifting BOW or something. Now, the problem is that with the Hunk, and this is normally the one speculation that constantly crops up all the time, is that it's, how should I put it, that it's Hunk. Everyone and their dog is like, it's Hunk. Problem is that would mean that, well, one, he shaved, two, he started taking steroids as well, and three, he dyes his hair from sort of dirty blonde to, like, a dark brown. That and the voice acting is different. For Darkside Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles, they had the same voice actor do Hunk. It's not the same as the guy that did the voice in RE2, but in Darkside Chronicles, the guy has only one line, and he still does it. It's the same guy who did the voice for Hunk in Umbrella Chronicles. So I don't see why they would just randomly bring some guy with a gruff smoker's voice and an Australian or British accent. I'm sorry, I suck at discerning the difference between the two. Either one of those accents, and I just don't see how that works. I've heard Krauser is, yeah, the guy, but the problem is that, okay, the steroids thing I can see. The scar, though, is a problem, because it's, according to the website, it takes place in 2005. So, even if Krauser somehow survived Resident Evil 4 after Leon kicked his ass to the curb, and then Ada kicked his ass to the curb, he would still have this big old scar running down his face. But that's not there. And I've actually seen a video where they took a couple of still images just to point out, no, it's not him. Now, the gravelly voice is true, but then it leads to the question of why the hell did he suddenly change accents? Anyway, the clone idea, again, bad idea. Really bad idea. Because shape-shifting BOW, there's nothing really contradicting that, but the thing is it's been used before. Maybe then nobody will expect it, but who knows. Now, the idea that it's a character that's not been introduced yet, it's a new character, actually does fit quite well. But the question is, why the hell does he look so much like Chris Redfield? I mean, this series isn't so big on coincidences. Anyway. Except irony, I guess. You know, Will Pharma, Claire just happens to get caught in the middle of it. But the series as a whole is not that big on irony like that. So we don't know who the guy is. We don't know why the hell he looks like Chris so much so that apparently Jill thinks it's him. Or something. Now, there is confirmation that the reason why Jill is on that ship is because when you translate the Japanese website, the translation says that she's going on a ship to hunt down bioterrorists. Maybe he is one, but the question is has to do with the trailer. The trailer sort of implies that she thinks it's Chris, and then Chris shows up, and then it's like, there are two Chris's, and what the fuck is going on? That's the only way to describe it, but, yeah. So, I don't know. It's just a giant mess anyway, so who knows what they'll come up with. Then, actually, there's several demos circulating, actually. The first demo, sort of, you end up visiting the place where the guy is being kept. It says something in Japanese, and I don't really understand very much Japanese, so I don't know what the hell the caption said, but it's just some guy, and from behind it looks like Chris without a shirt on and tied up and in a chair. Pretty much the guy with the British accent in the trailer. So I don't know what's going on, honestly. But anyway, that's all I got for this video.